Today, halt!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, what I'm going to attempt to do is give you 30 minutes of game time. And the scenario I'm focused on is earned, not given, from Journal 16, Americans versus Japanese, 1944. It's a 6.5 turn scenario. By SSR, PTO is in effect. I am sure that I will massacre the rules, but it's good practice. I'm aware I write everything correctly, that according to the rules, well, there's special rules with respect to Japanese leaders. There is striping and ELRing as opposed to breaking for the Japanese. There's special rules for a certain portion of the OB being hip. There are 6 concealment counters that are dummies, but I decided not to play with dummies. There's a whole slew of nuances pertaining to PTO. And also, I forgot if I mentioned or not, there's special rules with respect to hand combat and um, close combat in PTO scenarios. So what we have here is about a force of 13 elite um, American units, most likely Marines, um, versus 7 Japanese units in Lanoi, Leyte, Philippines, taking place on the 19th of September 1944. And basically, the buildings that you see there, where there's more than one building in a hex, they're all huts. And the victory conditions is that the Americans have to control 8 or more building rebel collapse huts on board 42. And with no further ado, I'm just going to go into the game and play a couple of turns. I have the timer set at 30 minutes because we have a lot of responsibilities today. At the time of recording, it's St. Michael's Day. So, everybody out there that has a Michael or is a Michael, happy Saints Day to you. Um, in Italian, it's called the onomastico or onomastico, whatever. In Greek, it's the onomastiki. New meaning to the word una faccia una razza. Anyways, the Japanese forces are on defense, and what I have here is basically uh, uh, an ad hoc defense because I'm not sure how you can have a cohesive defense with bamboo in the way and 2 level canopy light jungle, swamp, uh, with all the different terrain types, the way the units are composed, I really have no idea how things are going to pan out. Um, let's replace this counter with this one, and I'll just show you how I placed everything. So here is my infantry gun, artillery, 105, and I could not find a better place for it. If I put it in bamboo, it will not be considered in place. It will have a +110. Bamboo is pretty hard to move into, and I would imagine changing the covered arc would be even more troublesome. I put the mortar on a level 1 hill. This is supposed to be palm trees. So the wall being a half level obstacle and um, level 1 here, I think I could see over the wall, but I could be mistaken. I put a bunch of lights here and there. And anybody that I could entrench as per the rules, I did. And for the Americans, I have Lieutenant Bishop here. He's going to try and go up there and capture these 2 huts, or probably um, go here, knock this guy out, and then try to advance this way. Then I got Sergeant Wilson. He's going to follow this fellow's lead, but try and capture these two huts as a primary. Um, and then as well try to um, knock these guys out. These guys are going to go through the jungle and try to do a minimum move into the bamboo and try to knock this guy out. It's going to be hard. Um, and this fellow here is going to go up as well. Then avoid the bamboo, go up here and see what's happening. All right, so let's go with player turn number 1. Where's my little American star counter? Oh, it's there already. All right, so we should go down the checklist. So going down the checklist, we got offboard reinforcements, forget it. Wind, no wind, recombinations, recoveries, deploy, repair, rally, roll for shock, may claim wall advantage. I think anybody who has a wall has wall advantage. So let's get on to movement. Next phase, let's go to movement. And the American player moves first, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and who will open up? This fellow will open up, reveal that there's a real unit. These guys lose concealment, and we'll do a 6 up 1. All right, 6 up 1 from here to there. Now, tragically, I should have actually, yeah, I should have set this guy up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Tragically, I think this guy should have been in the thick of things, but I put him here. It's bad to have a enemy unit in your rear, so something has to give. All right, so let's do a 6 up 1 there. See how that works out. Rolled 9. That leaves this fellow first fired, and that leaves 2 resids in there, but it's all ineffective. All right, so this fellow here now is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and he'll open up and do a 6 up 1 there, or 6 flat actually. 6 flat because -1 for non-assault movement. He loses concealment. Wilson loses concealment. So 6 flat, here it comes. 10, nothing. And we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. He first fired. We have how many resids there? 2. In hindsight, I should have put the AT gun probably here, but nonetheless. All right, so he fired. Now he'll open up. Well, why not? So let's take a look and see if we have line of sight. The line of sight, I think, is disabled, and you can check that by doing this. See? The line of sight is disabled. But I traced it to the best of my ability. So here's where the tricky part comes in now. So he has 6 firepower, +1. I think huts are +1 DRM, not +2, because it should be considered a hut. Or is it a hut? Or is it a wooden building? It's a hut. Those are huts. And in chapter G, let's go to the index first and then look up hut, H-U-T, G5. You go to G5, and I think huts are a +1 tem. All right, 5.1. Whenever a PTO is in effect, each wooden single-story house, B2321, whose hex contains 2 or more separate buildings, but no partial building depiction, becomes a hut. Except as stated otherwise, huts are treated as wooden single-story houses unless collapsed, and all huts in the same hex are considered one hut for those purposes. A hut is a level 1 plus 1 loss hindrance. Ooh, with an out of season orchard, but only if the loss crosses more than one building depiction in that hex and the hut is not collapsed. However, a hut, whether collapsed or not, can thusly hinder loss line of fire even by unit bypassing in that hut location unless the viewing firing unit is also in that same location and is line bypass. But okay, for a collapsed hut, see also 5.51. Hut is never a loss obstacle. So it's a +1 hindrance. There is no TEM. Had I known that, I wouldn't have done that. Oh well, a fire lane, a hut does not affect the fire lane. X if it cancels FFMO. Oh, it cancels FFMO. That's good. All right. TEM. Oh, a hut has a +1 TEM. Unless it's collapsed. The hut may not be fortified. Great. But they also have a morale. A hut cannot be rubbled. However, any KIA result by a DC or HE attack. All right. X, any collateral, blah, blah, blah. A non-collapse hut also collapses due to AFE glider entry. Yeah. So we got a +1 TEM. So +1 TEM, -1 for first fire and non-assault movement negates that. So we got a 6 down 1. Long story short, we'll figure it out. So 6 down 1, here it comes. 6 on the 6. A 6 on the 6 is a 1 check. So Wilson needs a 7 or less. Makes it. The normal 3 sevens top to bottom. 1. LR is a 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. Breaks but does not LR. 2 passes. 3 breaks. So 2 brokies. Now somewhere I've read, I told you I'm going to massacre the rules here. I read that huts have a morale of 7. So let's just look that up quickly. See if we got G5 collapse. Okay. Fire, backblast. Okay, shell holes. Let's see here. Quickly reading the rules, it appears that the huts don't collapse that easily. So I think I'm good there. Let's take a look at the dice roll. The dice roll that this guy rolled was a 7, 6 on the colored die, so he doesn't have rate. So he's marked with first fire. He did his job. All right, here I got Colonel Cock, 9 minus 1. He's going to go CX. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? And the other fellow is going to go CX as well. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm not sure if these guys can enter bamboo, but the primary focus here is that what this is majority light jungle. So we fired those, we moved these guys. Let's go to defensive fire. Let's go to um, remove all resids and keep the movements for now. Let's see who else can fire. These guys here. Now, since these things are 1 a hindrance. They don't block line of sight. I think this fellow can fire as well. That'd be a 12 up one. See if we have line of sight. 12, a 4 up one. Okay. So from here to there, 4 up one. 9, nothing. So he final fired. Yeah, I'm revealing most of my locations, but we have to do what we have to do. Okay. Um, hmm. And let's take a look at the PTO terrain. And bamboo. Bamboo is a level 1 obstacle, I believe. 1 level obstacle, yeah. And has a Tim. Jeez. That's really sad. Okay, all right. We moved where we moved. We did one final fire and my mortar. It's pretty sad. I'm not too sure if I got line of sight to these guys. So we'll keep what we have, go to advancing fire. Bishop, he survived. We have 10 with the squad with the MMG. The MMG cannot fire. So it's a total of 3 times 6 is 18. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18. Halved, we have an 8. Yeah, an 8. Light jungle is a plus 110. So 8 down 1 from here to there. Let's do an 8 down 1. Not using the MMG. Of course we can't. Jeez, 12. Crap. So he advance fired. I hate those 12s. All right, ineffective. Here we got a 2, 2 flat against them. Hey, wait a second. They had assault fire, but just the same. See, you forget assault fire, but you rolled a 12. All right, so here, remembering that we have assault fire, it's a 4. 4 up 1 there. 4 up 1? No, 4 flat. Boink. Nothing. Okay, route phase. Are we going to route? I don't see why. I think we're going to try um, and rally them in their own hex. Okay, on to advance. So this fellow here will advance like this. This fellow here, this group here will advance over there and come around the bamboo and try to do whatever they have to do. We already captured one hut. These guys will hold their position and try to eliminate him and go around. All right. Close combat, none to be had. Concealment gains. They've kept their concealment. These guys do not conceal. Let's go to Japanese turn 1. Keep the game rolling. And go to rally phase. So let's roll for weather. There's none. Let's take a look at the checklist. What a slow computer I have. All right, wind change is done. Recombinations, none. Attempt to recover support weapons and guns, none of that. Let's remove all the moves. Deploy, I do not wish to deploy. Repair, none. Rally broken units, let's see what we can do here. So they're under DM, so it's 4 for the base morale, 5, 6 with the leadership DRM, yeah, 5 with the terrain DRM, and 6 or less with the leader. So 2 6s, top to bottom. Rally. 1 rallies, and the other one does not. All right, so now we got something rolling here. Break. And remove the DM. So rally phase is over. Um, and let's go to prep fire. So the usual suspects are going to prep fire. Now, I could use um, the new rules where I can assault move back and skulk instead of firing. Do I want to do that? Um, no, because it's not fun. I wanna get a lucky shot. That's what I want to do. Um, and this guy can skulk back and not attempt to engage at all. And this guy can skulk back. But what fun would that be? Not much. All right, so let's take a 6-up one here. Let's do it. Come on. They cower. They cower. So it's a 7 on the 4. 7 on the 4. Where's my charts? Oy vey. 7 on the 4. Come on. That's a pin toss check. I should have known off by heart. So bishop first. He prep fired. Bishop first. Let's see. Pass check. Passes. Yeah. A 10 minus 2 leader. Now we need 3 nines. Top to bottom. What is my sand? Sand is 4. All right. Top to bottom. 1, 2, 3. They all pass. They're invincible. Awesome. Now we'll do a 6-up one there. Whoa, the cower. This ain't good. Wilson ain't happening, man. Um, yeah. Uh, Ordinarily they would have gotten rate, but these guys can cower. So we had a 6. It goes to a 4. 3 on the 4. There's a 2 check. 3 on the 4 is a 2 check. So these guys prep fired. A 2 check. So 6 or less for the for Wilson. Nope, he breaks. It does not ALR. Then 5 or less for the squad. Oh, he ALRs. The 2 checks. 7 plus 4 is 11. He ALRs. And half squads. Phone. I don't know what's going on. I've been rolling a lot of 12s lately. Into the allied casualty bin and breaks. So now the good order squad, 2 check. Pins. And the last dude needs a 6 or less. He half squads. And goes into the casualty bin. So Wilson really did a number on himself. Let's move the Brokies up. The half squad has the, what is that, a bazooka? And this dude is pinned. Okay, time for him to fire. Let's see if we have, I think I did establish we have line of sight. We do. All right, so he is a 6, 6 flat to there. 5 on the 6 is, and rate is a 1 check. So 7 or less for Wilson. That makes it. And then 6 or less for the Brokies. I think the support weapon belonged to the half squad. Okay. All right. 6 or less twice. Makes it. Makes it. And the pin squad. Pin squad ELRs. And half squads. Boom. Put that guy in the casualty bin. This is horrific. Break and put him there. Did we get right? We did. Let's roll again. 6 flat. 7 on the 6. The normal. The Wilson needs 8 or less. Makes it. Then we got 3 sevens. 1, 2, 3. So the first guy bites the bullet, but the farm. This thing falls to the ground. And this time we did not get great. So he prep fired. Okay, now onto movement. Well, this guy could fire as well. Let's see. Yeah, let's do a 4 up 1. 4 up 1. This is friggin' remarkable. 4 up 1. That's a 3 on the 2, which is a 1 check. No rate because they cowered. So a 1 check. Wilson, 7. He wounds, wound check. Okay. And then 2 6s. He is eliminated. And the other dude is eliminated. And he prepped for it. Okay, note to self, be careful approaching machine guns. Should know that. All right, so on to movement. We took every opportunity to fire. So this fellow is knowing that uh, the Americans are coming this way, are going to go 1, 2, and 3 to there, keeping concealment because nobody can see him. Everybody else, fine, defensive fire. Now you're going to get it. So we got 10, 16, 24 down. Oh, 24 flat. This guy's in a shell hole. Made a mistake before. 24 flat. Here it comes. 10 on the 24. Is a 1 check. You need 6 or less. Of course, he makes it. He final fired. He rolled his own sand, so that doesn't matter. That's all I got. Advance phase. Advancing fire phase. None. Route. This fellow is going to go through there. He's wounded. And route. The route. Let's clean up all the prep and the fire. Advance. He'll advance to there. I think this is a level 1 obstacle, so he probably doesn't have line of sight anywhere. Yeah. So if that is the case, we'll just move him here. That's pretty much it. So we took care of turn number 1. And we're 30 minutes in. So we'll do a save here and advance it to turn 2. In terms of close combat, we don't have any, but I think he can conceal. He can conceal because this guy. This is a level 1 obstacle, so nobody sees them. This guy, is he in a hut? Yep, he can conceal, and everything's back to normal. Yeah, we'll do a save turn 1. Not much of an analysis here, but I'm not too sure how things are going to pan out because basically Basically, what's going on here is that uh, the Americans have their work cut out to them. It'll be interesting to note what is the historical outcome here. Oh, the Weaver took over the attack and succeeded, apparently. Hmm. Technical Sergeant Floyd A. Weaver. I should have put him in the names of my leaders. I'm not sure how the Americans are going to succeed in this one, but the next turn, what I'm planning to do is bring up the rest of my forces, succeed with Bishop, um, killing a few Japanese troops here on the left flank, and um, hopefully recover this bazooka, see where we can go from here. Maybe deploying was the name of the game here, and not moving as a stack. Guys, comment below. Let me know what I could have done differently. It looks like Murphy's Law reigned in here. Look at the attacks. Um, look at the chart. How many 12s did I roll? Three. Three in a row. Oh well. Take things in stride. Always be positive and keep rolling low. Guys, we're going to continue for a couple of weeks playing Earned Not Given, and hopefully I'll get some game time in with a couple of my opponents. Read the PTO rules, see what I did wrong, and give you an awesome action report. But for now, I bid you farewell. Have a great week ahead.